Presentation Plus is available exclusively with the new 4th edition of Interchange, the most widely used and the most successful English course in the world, incorporating video, audio, and even online resources, all with the click of a mouse. With Presentation Plus, your students will be laser focused on the task at hand as you use the built-in presentation tools to highlight key concepts, reveal answers to exercises, annotate passages, play class audio passages and video segments, and even embed web links right into your lessons. Let us show you how Presentation Plus can help you deliver more engaging and effective lessons. Visit the link below or contact your Cambridge University Press representative for a demonstration today.
Interchange 3 4th edition. Level 11, Intermediate 2, Unit 7, Part 2. 7. Pumping, moving liquid from one place to another with a machine, a pump. Against the law, illegal. Ignore, not to pay attention to. Management, the people who are in charge of a company. Run a story, report about recent event in a newspaper, on TV, or on the radio. Bad publicity, negative attention that someone or something gets from a news story. Top executives, British top, American top, O as a sound. Top executives, managers in a company, and executives, T sub D. To monitor the situation, T sub D. To observe the situation. Water samples, small amounts of water. Representative of the company, someone who speaks officially for the company. Number 8, to do research. Vocational training program, a training program that prepare you for a job. Vocational, providing skilled and education that prepare you for a job. So vocational, providing skills and education for a job. Is to increase. Corruption, deviation, reduce, decrease. Innovative, creative. Innovation, a new idea or method. Innovation, a new idea or method. What sound between W and I? A new idea. 10. These are the words of exercise number 10. Just one word. Brainstorm a discussion. Poppies, British, O as O, American, poppies. Plants that are used as drugs. Poppies, plants that are used as drugs. Opium, a drug. Now let's get word of exercise number 12. Ecology, the relationships between the air, land, water, animals, plants of a certain area. Environment, ecology, the environment, the surrounding around you, the environment around you. So ecology, the relationships between the air, land, water, animals, plants of a certain area. Ecological, environmental, relating to ecology or the environment. Tipping point, a big change. inevitably, inevitably, in a way that can be avoided, inevitably, in a way that can be avoided. Fisherman, someone who catches fish. Fisherman, someone who catches fish. Traditional, old, not modern. Traditional, old, not modern. Methods, methods, ways, methods, ways. Adapt, adapted, adapted. To start using new ways. Adapt, adapted, adapted. To start using new ways. Techniques, ways. Techniques, ways. Explosives, p sound. Explosives. A substance that can cause explosions. A substance that can cause explosions. Coral, a hard rock in the ocean produced by very small animals. Scare, to feel frightened, to feel frightened. Scare, to feel frightened. Marine, related to the sea. Sanctuary, sanctuary, protection. A safe place. Sanctuary, protection. A safe place. Impressed, pleased. Entire, whole. Ecosystem, ecosystem. All the living things in an area and the way they affect the environment. The environment. Again, ecosystem. All the living things in an area, make link between in and a, in an area, and the way they affect the environment. Community, society. A model community. A perfect society. Scholarship, money given by university to pay for the studies of a person. Scholarship, money given by university. University, British university. American university. Money given by university to pay for the studies of a person. Income, money that's earned. Income, money that's earned. Unit 7, Part 2. Listen and practice. Now look at the picture here. What do you see? A young man, a young lady. They are walking. They are very surprised, shocked. Why? Look at the picture here. We see what? Dead fish. Dead fish. And this is a lake. And you see here, this is a very big factory. Smoke. So these are chimneys. And from the chimney, we have a lot of smoke. And look, this is what? This is the water, the lake. And you see that the factory is pumping chemicals into the lake or into the river. This is water, the water of a lake or a river. And the factory is pumping chemicals into the water. So the factory is polluting the water. And as you see here, yeah, they're very surprised and shocked because of this pollution. So this is, of course, you see pollution for the air and the water, the river. So a lot of fishes died. Yeah.
Page 47, Exercise 7, Conversation. What can we do? Part A. Listen and practice. Look at all those dead fish. What do you think happened?
Well, there's a factory outside town that's pumping chemicals into the river.
How can they do that? Isn't that against the law?
Yes, it is. But a lot of companies ignore those laws.
That's terrible. What can we do about it?
Well, one way to change things is to talk to the company's management.
What if that doesn't work?
Well, then another way to stop them is to get a TV station to run a story on it.
Yes, companies hate bad publicity. By the way, what's the name of this company?
It's called Avox Industries.
Really? My uncle is one of their top executives.
Look at all those dead fish. So here, look at. So make a link between K and A. Look at all. T soft D. Look at all those dead fish. What do you think happened? P sound. What do you think happened? Well, there's a factory outside town that's pumping chemicals in the river. Pumping. You pump like a pump, like a machine that push the chemicals into the river. How can they do that? Isn't that against the law? Against the law, this is not lawful, unlawful, illegal. Yes, it is. But a lot, T soft D, but a lot of, and T here also, soft D, but a lot of companies ignore those laws. Ignore, don't pay attention to. A lot of companies don't pay attention to these laws. That's terrible. Too bad. That's too bad. What can we do about it? So, what can we do? What should we do? Well, one way to change things is. All of this is the subject is. One way to change things is to talk to the company's management. What if that doesn't work? Doesn't, I can make the T silent. T silent, doesn't work. What if that doesn't work? Well, then another way to stop them is to get a TV station to run a story on it. Another way to stop them is to get a TV station, a television channel, to run the story about something. To tell the story to all the people, to all the world. Yes, companies hate bad publicity. Companies don't like bad publicity. Propaganda. By the way, what is the name of this company? By the way, anyway, what is the name of this company? It's called Avox Industries. Really? My uncle is one of their top executives. Top American, British top. My uncle is one of their top executives. Top executives, managers. People who work in the management. So now let's ask some questions. Why are Carla and Andy surprised? Why are they sad? Because there are a lot of dead fish. What do you think happened? What happened? There's a factory outside town that's pumping chemicals into the river. Isn't that against the law? Yes, it is. Do companies respect the law, follow the laws, apply the laws? No, a lot of companies ignore those laws. What can Carla and Andrew do about it? One way to change things is to talk to the company's management. What if that doesn't work? Another way to stop the pollution of this factory is to get a TV station to run a story on it. Do companies like bad publicity? No. Companies hate bad publicity. Do companies hate bad publicity? Yes, companies hate bad publicity. What is Carla's uncle's job? He's one of the top executives, one of the top managers, one of the managers of this company. Now number B, class activity. What else could Andy and Carla do? Now what do you think? What Andy and Carla could do? Andy and Carla could go, of course, to the managers and meet them. They can ask them to stop. Also, and they can make a very big campaign on Facebook or on the social network to tell the people about that. Now number C, listen to the rest of the conversation. What do Andy and Carla decide to do?
Page 47, Exercise 7, Part C. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What do Andy and Carla decide to do? Wait a minute. Before we do anything, shouldn't we make sure that we've got our facts straight?
Absolutely. The best thing to do is to monitor the situation over the next several weeks to see what exactly is happening.
How do we do that?
Well, we can take pictures of the river and even take water samples to see how bad the situation is. We can get some friends to help.
Okay, and then maybe I should talk to my uncle about it.
That would be fantastic.
They decided to monitor the situation by taking pictures of the river and taking water samples. Also, Carla decided to talk to her uncle about this problem. Again, the answer for number C, they decided to monitor the situation by taking pictures of the river and taking water samples for different weeks. Also, Carla decided to talk to her uncle to discuss the problem of pollution.
Page 47, Exercise 8, Grammar Focus. Infinitive clauses and phrases.
One way to change things is to talk to the company's management.
Another way to stop them is to get a TV station to run a story.
The best ways to fight cancer are to do more research and educate people.
So this is infinitive clauses and phrases. Here, this is the grammar lesson. One way to change things is. So one way to change things. All of this is the subject. So you have here to plus infinitive. One way to. One way to change things is what? So here I don't have a meaning. So all of this is the subject. One way to change things is to talk to the company's management. To change is to talk. So here to plus infinitive, to plus infinitive. In the subject we have to plus infinitive, and after the verb is, here I have infinitive. One way to change things is to talk to the company's management. Another way to stop them is to get a TV station to run a story. Another way to stop them is to get a TV station to run a story. The best ways to fight cancer. The best ways to fight cancer are to do more research and educate people. So here you have infinitive clause and phrase. Here you have to change, to stop, to fight, to talk, to get, to do. So here, how can we make it? We say, for example, the best ways, another way, one way to, plus infinitive, is or are, to, plus infinitive.
Okay, so after watching the video, we had the problem of not being able to hear the cell phone. So if I say, I can't hear the music on my cell phone, what's the life hack? What's the solution for that? Right? Now, one way to make your cell phone music louder is to put it in a bowl. Okay? So let's look at our verbs here. First verb is to make, and that's an infinitive. The second verb is, is a verb, but after that we have to put, and that's an infinitive. So we're looking today at this type of grammar, okay? Explaining how to do something. How do we make our music louder, right? Well, we can explain that using infinitives. So let's take a closer look at our grammar. Okay, so using infinitives to describe how to do something. Again, an infinitive, guys, is to and the verb, right? Just the base form of the verb. Don't change the verb. Just to and the verb. So when do we use the infinitives? Well, we use the infinitive with key phrases when we start our sentence. One way, another way, the best way, a better way, right? And then we use the infinitive, and that's to describe the situation, or what. What do we want to do, right? So we use these key phrases, the infinitive, to describe what is it that we need to do. Then, to describe how to do it, we use the verb be and the infinitive, okay? So we're using the infinitive to describe how. How do we do this particular thing? So when we looked at the cell phone, right, we said one way to make your phone louder is to put it in a bowl. And here we have the infinitive, to make, and the infinitive, to put. Okay, pretty easy, right? Okay, let's take a look at the other life hacks to see if you remember how to do them. Okay, so we had the example of the kiwi. How can I peel a kiwi? Not an easy thing to do, right? Well, one way to peel a kiwi is to use a spoon. Boom, infinitive and infinitive. Good. Next one. How can I keep the straw in the can, right? Remember, this is the straw. How can I keep it inside the can? Well, one way to keep the straw in the can is to put it through that little hole, right? Again, to keep, infinitive, to put, infinitive. Next up. Is there a better way to cut a mango? Yes, there is. From the life hack, we learned that a better way to cut a mango is to make a cross section and push it out. Again, to cut, the infinitive, to make, also the infinitive. Okay, next. There are too many condiments on the table. What can I do, right? Well, from the video, the life hack is another way to organize your condiments is to put them in a muffin pan. Again, infinitive, to organize, infinitive, to put. Okay? Now remember, a muffin pan is this thing right here. So these are places you can put the condiments, right? Okay. And the last one. I hate that green part on the strawberry. Nobody wants to eat that part, right? So what can we do? Life hack. The best way to remove the green part of a strawberry is to use a straw. Again, that's the first infinitive, to remove. The second infinitive, to use. And remember guys, a straw is this thing that you used to drink with, right?
Now, number 8. Find one or more solutions for each problem, then compare with a partner. So in here, in this exercise, we'll match the problem A with the solution. With the solution. Problems, solutions. 1 to 6, A, B, C, D until H. One moment to try to answer. One way to reduce famine. Famine, starvation. One way to reduce famine is what? B is to train people in modern farming methods. Another answer. So number 1, B. Another answer, H. More than one answer is possible. One way to reduce famine is to create more jobs for the unemployed. So if people have jobs, they will not have a famine or starvation. Number 2, the best way to fight cancer. The best way to fight cancer is to educate people on healthy lifestyle choices. The best way to fight cancer is to educate people on healthy lifestyle choices. 3. One way to stop political unrest is to provide ways for people to voice their concerns. To give ways for people to voice their concerns, to give their voice to the responsible, to the ministers about their problems, about their concerns. 4. One way to improve air quality is G. To develop cleaner public transportation. That means good public transportation which are clean and do not pollute the environment. 5. The best way to reduce poverty is poverty, American British, poverty. The best way to reduce poverty is C. To start free vocational training program. What's a vocational? Vocational training programs, they are training programs to prepare people for having jobs. To provide people with skills and education to have good jobs. So this is number C. Or H. The best way to reduce poverty is to create more jobs for the unemployed. One way to help the homeless is the homeless people who don't have homes. One way to help the homeless people is A. To build more public housing. C. To start free vocational training program. H. To create more jobs for the unemployed. So now, again, the answers here, you have the problems and the solutions. Number 1, B, H. Number 2, D. 3, F. 4, G. 5, C, H. 6, A, C, H. Now, B, group work. Can you think of 2 more solutions for each problem? In part A, agree on the best solution for each. So this is going to be group work between you and your friends. You say, for example, a problem and solution, and you add two more solutions. Like, one way to reduce famine is to stop starvation is what? Is to stop pollution. If you stop pollution, the crops, the agricultural land will have organic food, organic crops, organic vegetables, organic fruits. Organic fruits and organic vegetables are too expensive. The farmers can earn a lot of money. With this way, they're gonna be very rich. The country will be very, very rich. Of course, this is gonna be group work. You can do it by yourself. This is number 9 discussion, problems and solutions. A. Pair work. Describe the problems shown in the photos. Then make suggestions about how to solve these problems. So here, look at the pictures. We have 4 pictures. Picture number 1, what do you see? This is what? You see here that there's a dog, a watching dog, a police dog, and a policeman. Of course, he doesn't walk his dog, no. This is, of course, the dog can smell the drugs like heroin, cocaine, marijuana. So what can be done to stop drug trafficking? So this is the problem of drug trafficking. The second problem, as you see here, this is burger, French fries, and this is of course fast food. Fast food is of course not healthy. So the children, American children, like of course fast food. American children like fast food a lot. So the question is, what can be done to improve children's health? What can be done to improve children's health? So this is of course a second problem. So maybe one thing to improve children's health is to have healthy meals. Healthy meals is to eat meals with vegetables and fruits. Another way to improve children's health is to stop eating fast food meals. 3. This is picture number 3. You see what? You see garbage, trash, grass, trees. So this is a park. The question is, what can be done to keep our parks clean? Park, not to park your car, of course. No, this is a park, means a big garden for having fun. And this is for the public, for anyone, for everybody. So, what can be done to keep our parks clean? To keep our parks clean, one thing to keep our parks clean is to have different trash cans. Picture number 4. This is of course recruitment agency, and a lot of people, they are searching for jobs, young and old, and they would like to get some jobs. What can be done to reduce unemployment? To decrease unemployment. Unemployment means not having jobs. You don't have work. So one thing to reduce unemployment is to do what? Is to build more factories. Another thing to reduce unemployment is to encourage investment in the country. The best ways to reduce unemployment are to have more training programs, more vocational training programs. So this is like make it a conversation between A and B, between you and your friend. Here A, our economy is being ruined by drug trafficking. B, well, one way to stop it is blah blah blah. B, class activity. Share your solutions. Which ones are the most innovative? Innovative, creative. What are the most creative solutions? Which ones are most likely to solve the problems? So this is of course a discussion between you and your friends. Exercise number 11, writing a message on a community website. Community, this is society website. Choose a problem from the unit or use one of your own ideas. Write message to post on a local community website. So this is going to be homework. You're going to write about one of the problems of your country. And then you will post your message to a local community website. You will send the message on the internet. Recently, poor farmers in our region have started growing poppies, British poppies. This is of course drugs to earn money. Poppies produce opium. Opium kind of drugs. This is illegal, which is used to make illegal drugs. This has to stop. You have to stop this. One way to stop it is, and you start to write the solution. You can write about any problem in your community, in your society, in the area you are living in. B, pair work. Exchange messages with a partner. Imagine you live in the same community. Write a response. Write a reply suggesting another solution. Exercise number 12, this is reading, and this is called Saving a Coral Reef, a Nickel-Tapping Point. Now here, first of all, look at the picture. What do you see? This is a young man and he's wearing glasses. This is a boat. What's he doing? He's a fisherman. He's catching fish. And you say, saving a coral reef. What's a coral reef? You find a lot of rocks, colorful rocks in the ocean. This is called coral reef or reef. An eco-tipping point. Ecology, the environment. Tipping point, a big change in the environment. So where is this big change? Here you see this is the marine life, a lot of coral reefs, fishes. This is the Philippines, Manila, Apo Island. S silent, island, not Iceland, no, island. Apo Island. So this is the Philippines. We have here Manila, and this is an island called Apo Island. So what is the problem of Apo Island? Let's read. Scan the first two paragraphs. What was the problem for the people of Apo Island? Let's get started. Nowadays, there seems to be so much bad news about the environment. Scientists have predicted all kinds of alarming ecological tipping points. The scientists have to tell something about the future, to expect something in the future. Predict, expect. So scientists have expected all kinds of alarming ecological tipping points. Alarming, which means causing anxiety. These are times when for some reason big changes happen suddenly. Big changes occur suddenly, such as when farmland turns to desert. The farmland, the agricultural land, turns to desert. Because of climate change, because of the change of the weather, because of desertification. But do tipping points inevitably go in the wrong direction? When we have radical changes, big changes, inevitably go in the wrong direction, go in the right way or in the wrong way. Now, so here we talk about the change, this passage about the changes of the environment and how these changes are alarming. They are very dangerous. So, Apo Island. Where is Apo Island? Apo Island is 9 kilometers off the coast of Negros in the Philippines. An area rich in coral reefs. So this is a wonderful place for diving. So this is Apo Island. Here, look at the map. This is Apo Island, and it's far away from the coast of Negro in Philippines with only 9 kilometers. Until the 1950s, local fishermen used traditional fishing methods, and there were always lots of fish in the island's reef. So until the 1950s, local fishermen used traditional fishing methods, ordinary fishing methods, ordinary American, British, ordinary fishing ways, usual ways to catch fish, and there were always lots of fish in the island's reef. There were a lot of fish. Then the fishermen adopted new techniques. Fishermen started to use new ways to catch fish. They used explosives, substances to cause explosions like bombs. They used explosives to scare the fish, to make the fish frightened out of their hiding places, to let the fish get out of the hiding places. Cyanide to poison the fish. They use substances to kill the fish by poisoning the fish. And find nets to catch even very small fish. Do you know the nets? We use the net, not the internet. No, here this means net to catch fish. So when we use nets, they have big holes. Why? Because we would like to catch big fishes, not the small fishes. But when we catch very small fish, it means that we catch them. But if I leave the small fish in the water, they will grow and become bigger. After that, I can catch them. As a result, they caught more fish, so they increased their use of these techniques. They used these techniques, these ways a lot. Then there was a tipping point. There was a very big change. Almost no fish in the reef. There is no fish. So the fishermen had to go further out to sea to find enough fish. So what happened here? That when the fishermen used new techniques, new strategies in bad ways, badly, a lot of fish killed, died because of the poison, and almost they didn't find any fish. So now let's answer some questions about this paragraph. First of all, where is Apo Island? It's 9 kilometers off the coast of Negros. What's Apo Island like? It's an area rich in coral reefs. How people catch fish in the 1950s. In the 1950s, local fishermen used traditional fishing methods. What happened after 1950s? How could the fishermen catch fish? The fishermen adapted. The fishermen of Philippines adapted new techniques. They used explosive to scare the fish, to poison the fish, and find nets to catch even very small fish. What is the result of using and adapting new techniques, new ways? There was a tipping point, almost no fish in the reef. In the 1980s, Dr. Angel Alcala, a marine scientist, marine related to the sea, related to water, marine scientist, visited Apo Island to help the fishermen solve the problem. So now we have a problem. We don't have fish. Yeah, how can we solve the problem? Of course, a marine scientist visited the island to help the fishermen. One way to reverse the tipping point, one way to stop the tipping point, he explained, was to create a no fishing zone. No fishing zone, no fishing area. An area without fishing. It's not allowed to catch fish in this area. So here, they created a no fishing zone. The fishermen decided that almost 10% of the island's reef should become a sanctuary. A sanctuary, a protection area, a safe area. No one can catch fish. After 3 years, the sanctuary was full of fish, and the fishermen were able to catch lots of fish near its edge. After 3 years, the sanctuary, the protection area, the safe area, was full of fish. It had a lot of fish, and the fishermen were able to catch lots of fish. Now, let's Ask and answer some questions about paragraph number 3. Who came in 1980s? Dr. Angel. Who is Dr. Angel? He's a marine scientist. Why did he visit Apo Island? To help the fishermen solve the problem. How can he solve the problem? One way to reverse the tipping point was to create a no fishing zone. What's a no fishing zone? A no fishing zone, it means a protection area for fishes. No one can catch fish in this area. The fishermen decided that 10% of the island's reef should become a sanctuary, a protection area, no fishing in it. What happened after 3 years of having a no fishing zone or a no fishing area? The sanctuary was full of fish and the fishermen were able to catch lots of fish. Now this is the last paragraph. The fishermen were so impressed, they were very happy by this positive eco-tapping point. They have a positive eco-tapping point, a great change in the ecology, in the environment. Then they decided to stop all destructive fishing methods around the entire island, around the entire island, around the whole island. The fishermen were so impressed, they were so happy by this positive ecological tipping point. What did they decide? They decided to stop all destructive fishing methods, all destructive fishing ways. This ecological lesson is now part of the curriculum in the local school. So this ecological lesson is now part of the syllabus in the local school. They put this lesson in the box, and the income from tourism is used to fund scholarships for local students to study marine ecosystem management. Income, money we earn. The money that's earned from tourism, the money of tourism is used to fund scholarships, to pay money for universities, for local students to study marine ecosystem, ecological system, and how to solve the problem of marine ecosystem. Moreover, Apo Island has become a model fishing community. Apo Island has become a perfect fishing community, a perfect fishing society. 700 villages in the Philippines now have marine sanctuaries. 700 villages in the Philippines now have marine sanctuaries, protection areas. They have marine protection areas, which means no fishing zones, no fishing areas. Areas for not fishing. That's the end of unit number 7. And now let's get the homework. The homework, of course, number 1A. You're gonna read the article, then complete the chart with information from the article. So you're gonna answer number A, all of number A. Number 2, of course, keep the words by heart. 3, listen and repeat different times. 4, answer 3 pages of workbook Interchange 3 workbook, unit number 7. Go to www.cambridge.org/interchangearcade/ You will have more exercises, fun exercises. Finally, hope you like it, share it, and subscribe. Share it. Subscribe for free and subscribe now. Hope you like it, share it, and subscribe now.